I'm Laura Lyn. We're in Savannah, Georgia this weekend, looking at and feeling the energy that's all around here. This has been an amazing trip. Savannah holds some interesting energy for several reasons. One of it, I do believe, is because of the ley lines that are associated with Savannah seems to have an electrical stimulation or electrical current that does feed what I would consider consciousness or ghosts. And with that, there are some key places within Savannah that seems to have a higher energy field, and some of the buildings here in the city simply seems to be like off the hook haunted. So what we're going to do is point out some of the places and explain how I feel about it, what I'm feeling in the area, in the general area. And we're starting here at the square at Nathaniel Greene obelisk. And the reason I wanted to start here, first of all, is because this is where we landed, but also because the energy last night or yesterday as we were coming through here seemed to be very peaceful in this general area. And we're going to also take you to another square that had some interesting information about a Native American that has some history here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take you there next. Hi, I'm Laura Lyn, and I'm standing at Calhoun Square in Savannah, Georgia. Calhoun Square is really an interesting place. I've been walking around here for a few minutes, and I feel really sad tonight. Yesterday I walked through here and I didn't feel much in the energy field, but yet I did have enough that I know that there's something going on with this space. Apparently, this is the area, this is the square where they used to bury slaves. And at the time it was outside of Savannah, outside of the city limits. It was a law at that time, or a law back then, that there was never to be burials of slaves within the city limits. So they would go right outside of the city and found a vacant lot, apparently, and would put, or reported sometimes 1, 2, 3, so up to 7, 8, 10 bodies in a time. This was during the yellow fever epidemic. Now, I gotta tell you, we haven't got any documentation as of yet about yellow fever epidemic and slave passing away or mass burials, but this is what was reported to me. The main thing here is, if there really is indeed slaves buried here, perhaps up to 1,000 slaves from what was reported, why isn't there anything to commemorate this space? There's no signpost, there's nothing here to share that this is a graveyard for slaves. And I would like to read a little bit of something about it that is a tragic part of our history that I think needs to be remembered, not forgotten. And I feel like the people that were indeed buried would, I would think, appreciate being acknowledged.